Hello, 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 everybody.
Hello.
How we all doing?
Chat's going crazy.
Is it? I really still haven't even had a chance to look yet.
Everybody popping in.
Ugh.
Oh,
You want to
what's
do the
going on,
shout out?
everybody? We're gonna do shout outs real quick.
Yeah.
Who we got? We got first. We got Stan in the house.
Hey, Stan.
We got a
Hope
few
everything's
of
good.
Jason's fans in too already too. Thank you guys.
Oh, yeah, fans.
He's got some fans.
Thank
We got
you,
some
Senator.
groupies showing up.
There you go.
Hey guys, so we love you, Jason. And then we got Jim.
Only a couple.
So, thank you guys for showing up.
Yes,
And,
thank you.
Jay, what's going on, Jay?
Thanks, Jay. Thank you for my background, Jay.
And
You're
then
awesome.
here we go. We got Sammy. Sammy,
Hey, Sammy.
love the pink. Real men
Yep.
wear pink. Real men wear pink. Remember that, Jay.
Wow, I don't have a pink shirt.
Uh-oh.
I feel left out. I gotta get one,
well,
I guess.
All you have to do is message Sammy and
Yeah,
he'll hook you
he's
up.
great. Yeah.
There we go.
I'll have to do that. Big
Hey,
fan.
Shauna.
Shauna.
Adam.
I said we got Adam in there too, right? I didn't
Yeah.
pass over him, right? Oh, there he is. There he is. What's going on, Adam? What happened?
So I said somebody needs to get their glasses on.
I got contacts in.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna talk about something real quick after we get through all these people here. We got a rockabilly. What's up there, Chris? And then Jen. Hello, Jen.
I think you either
Can I
you,
do somebody.
Yes, hello, Jen.
Carissa.
I thought I clicked onto her. Carissa, how you doing? Sorry. Hold on. There's somebody else here. We got Healing Amber Nicole.
Amber.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
See, a bunch of Jay's fans coming in.
I tell
Right?
you,
Yeah.
my fan club.
I love it. Love it. Oh, look. Hey, Holly.
Hey, everybody. I made it.
We got another Jessica. How you doing, Jessica?
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
that's my number one fan right there.
number one fan right here.
Number one fan.
All right. Thank you for showing up. And we got Victory Lane. We got Bill. What's going on, Bill?
Hey, Bill. We got quite a few people here tonight.
Well, there you go. Let some people come popping in. We got Bennett. We got some Bennett's morphs.
Hey, there's Hot Pockets.
Yeah, I haven't seen Hot Pockets in a while, you know. Oh, here he is. Here he is.
There he is.
What's up,
There
Will?
he is.
And y'all, if Paul skipped anybody, well, I'm sorry because
We're going through fast. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like I got so many people. Reptile, thank you for showing up.
Bobby.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Mark.
Go F yourself.
Nah. There we go.
Yeah, I think we hit everybody so far. Thank you guys for showing up. It's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, good fan club going on there.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to tell you right now is smile. I think you got your green screen going on your teeth.
Yeah, it's
Right?
It's all a whole mess.
Okay. No, but I love it. That's good though. So, there it is. So anyway, thank you for showing. Thanks for coming on, Jay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And having laughs already. I love it. So
yeah,
absolutely. I do want to play this short clip, y'all. We've got a few people in here right now, so if you can donate to See a Serpent, it will be greatly appreciated.
awesome.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. That Wednesday show was I was watching it at work, and it was a rough one. It was a rough one watching, and I'm sitting at a bunch of guys are in the office, and they're like, are you crying? I'm like, fuck. I'm like, damn, it's a little touching. So
Yeah.
yeah. So if everybody has a chance and you have some extra cash, go to the GoFundMe and support Stan and his wife Tiff. So
Yeah, Jesus.
I feel that we're having a little technical difficulties with Holly's camera, maybe.
Maybe.
So I don't know. So let's talk about it. I know that we had a backstage before, and I know that.
Yep.
How long have you been breeding? And
so I started breeding in 2019. The funny story was in 2018, my wife went out to go get groceries one day during the summertime, and instead of getting groceries, she came home with a box from Petco, and was like, "I've always wanted a snake. I bought a snake, but I don't want to open the box." And I was like, "Okay." So I opened the box, and it was this small little baby ball python, and I sit there and holding it like, this thing is cool. But it was breathing from its mouth and was drooling and everything. I'm like, there's something wrong with this thing.
Oh boy.
And she's like, they said it was just fine. Well, at this time I had zero background with snakes at all. I held them as a kid and, never had a problem with them. So we took it to the vet, had a respiratory infection and mouth rot going on. So obviously we took care of that, cleaned out the mouth, and then, treated with antibiotics. And I mean, she's still here today. She's not going anywhere.
So your first snake, a little normal.
Yep, and that's my wife named her Norma.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's
she's
awesome.
still here. She's laid 3 clutches, two clutches for me. But yeah, but then after, when you're sitting there on Google, back in 2018, you're sitting there on Google and you're just type in ball python and all of this stuff that comes up about different stuff. And I remember when I saw like the first, like highways and freeways and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there like mind blown, like, look at this that I have. I want to do this. And then you go on YouTube and you're watching all these people breeding and everything, and then you just get dreams and aspirations. And I told my wife, I was like, I want to breed these things. Look at these cool animals. Mm-hmm. And she's like, have at it. 1 turns into 2, 2 turns into 10, 10 turns into, you have an entire house filled with crap. And now, it's taken off. Now all the stuff that I have, I don't have anything now that's not recessive that I'm breeding. So super happy about that. Yep. Everything that I have.
Yeah. Paul, yeah. So the Wookiee is no clown.
No clown?
No clown.
How do you know?
Because I use Gray Rider. Dude. Only
okay, well
everybody.
Yeah.
Hashtag unbelievable. Yeah. It's right there under you, Jason.
Yeah. Yeah. If you do want some shed testing, yes, you can do hashtag unbelievable and get 10% off with Charlie.
Yep. Perfect.
So do you breed your own rodents?
I do. I breed Norwegian rats. I keep them in my garage.
Same.
Yeah. I used to have them in the house back when I had smaller numbers, but it just got to be, you no matter what you do, you can always tell, you can smell, and then my wife was just like, nope, they got to get out of here. Get them out. Yeah. You're going to see a lot. Okay. So Ultramel is my favorite. I am huge. I'm huge into Ultramel. You're going to see a lot of Ultramel shit talking that's happening on this. That's why I say Jess is my favorite fan. She despises Ultramel because of how much I talk about it. And that's my key project right now is the end result along. So I have a me and Jen, who's in here from TJ Hutch. Me and Jen partnered together right now. We're working Ultramel Sunset Clowns.
Okay. All right. So that That's a nice project to go in with, huh?
Yep,
Nice.
and our first one that's going to lay from this project. I have a yellow belly het ultramel female that is paired to a double het ultramel sunset male from Leviathan. So that's the first one. She's at 30 millimeters right now and been pairing like crazy. So
let's go. Oh, nice. That's all right.
Yeah,
very cool. So I mean,
right here. I love this comment.
2019, you got in
3 minutes. I forgot to check the timer.
Yeah, 2019, I first started breeding.
And so were you with your job? Are you? What am I trying to say? Are you home most of the time now, since from 2019 on? Or
most of the time, yeah. Most of the time I am. I mean, there's times when I'll take what I do in maintenance, I'm attached to the B-52 bombers that are up here in North Dakota. And we don't do traditional deployments anymore, where you're away from your family for 6 months and all that kind of stuff. We do what's called BTF's Bomber Task Force, where we'll take bombers and we'll put them in different places in the world for like a month or two for a show of forces. So that's usually typically the time that we are gone for. So it makes it easier. And then my wife has been doing this side by side with me the whole time. So when I leave, she can help out. And then Jen in here, TJ Hutch, she used to be local. She just moved away from me. But she would come over and help my wife. Yeah, she would come over and help my wife take care of everything. She's a great lady.
That's awesome.
Where did she move to?
She moved to Alabama, way far away.
Yeah. It's not like she could just jump in a car and be there in an hour or so, huh?
No, yeah. She used to live about 3-4 miles away from me, but now she had to leave me. So
she said screw the snow.
Yes, she actually did. That was exactly what she left. Everything and everyone.
Well, you got 15 inches on the ground already, so she probably did a smart move.
I'm trying to get Paul to move here, like in this neighborhood. Him and Jay both, because I need help.
Yeah.
To the warmth.
Yeah, they would not like it here, though. It could be too warm.
Yeah. I need some kind of season, but I could probably skip out on winter.
Yeah. We woke up morning before last, and it was 28 here. So
now I like to elaborate on that. You say it's not too bad, but you'll wake up and there'll be 35 inches on the ground, Jack.
Yeah.
So that to me right off the bat is bad.
when you don't know anything else, I've lived in the snow for 37 years. So when you don't know anything else,
have you ever thrown hot coffee up?
I have. Yeah, you go out with the kids and you take a boiling cup of water and you pull it out of the microwave and you go in and throw it. It all becomes It's fun to show the people in the South that stuff when they first come up. It's pretty cool when that happens.
So besides ultramel, what else do you want to put with your ultramel?
So I'm all over the place. Actually, I've got those doubles and triples going on. So I've got ultramel clown. I've got going on. I've got Desert Ghost clown pairing right now. I've got MJ Exanthic pied. Hypo clown pied, a bunch of clown pied stuff going on. Like I bought all of this stuff years ago when I loved clown pied. I bought all this stuff years ago, and my females, like I got 6 double het clown pied females with very like cinnamon, orange dream, yellow belly, and they've all grown up throughout the years, and finally, like right now, they're all growing follicles, and I'm pairing them all for the first time.
That's awesome.
I'm happy about that. Hopefully I get to make my first ultramel clown, or not ultramel clown, I'm sorry, clown pied. I'm going to make my first clown pied, hopefully this winter. More ultramels going on with ultramel and sunset.
That's great.
What else do we have? That's me. And I have a couple of things like MJ Exanthic pied is one of the newer stuff that I decided to get into because not a lot of people are working MJ Exanthic. and I think it's my personal opinion. It's the superior line of Xanthic.
A lot of
So-
people say that because
Wow.
it doesn't fade as much as VPI, I guess. Is that
Right,
true?
and
That's
then
good.
that's what I've seen. And then when you see like Orange Dream, like I like Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, everything.
Mhm.
And when you see like an Orange Dream MJ Xanthic Pied, it looks amazing.
Mm.
So there's not a lot of stuff that's out there to be able to make, to buy for double hets for it. So you got to kind of make your own. So that's what I'm doing right now, is just making a whole bunch of my own double hets and then working him into adding Clown and then Desert Ghost and stuff like that.
Jeremy,
And then sorry.
I was going to say Jeremy in here though would beg to differ because he likes TSK.
Yep.
I think I like TSK also, but I also like the non-availability of MJ, and then wanting to be able to show turn the tide away from VPI.
Right.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Every time we get to talking about this, I think about Kristen and her VIP Xanthic stuff.
Oh, that's what she says. Yeah. Right. VIP. She says VIP all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you look at Black
Very
Xanthic, like Will was saying, when you look at Black Xanthic, it seems to be like there's two different shades that Black Xanthic goes. There's the ones that are really light with darks, and then there's really darks with the lights.
Right. So I've seen.
Yeah, I don't have any yet, but I really do want to get some. But I've been just kind of listening and looking at what people are, let people get a little deeper into it before I decide which way I want to go with it. And poor Bob Vu, I think I hit him up like once every 3 months. Hey, what do you have now? What's it doing?
Yeah.
Seen the whatchamacallit though at Tinley. It was on Justin's table. The Xanthic Desert Ghost. Was it Xanthic Desert Ghost?
DG Xanthic Desert Ghost Clown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen it in person. I've never been to a Reptile Expo.
Right.
But I can only imagine.
Yeah. So it was pretty wild. And who? Well, I was gonna say there was someone that works there as a JD Constrictors. That's all Xanthic. So his whole table was black and white, which was pretty wild. Yeah,
super cool.
Yeah. So
what?
So what? How many? What happened? Nothing. I love it.
I got a couple I can send your way.
Wow. That's I despise albino. That's another joke. Another one of my fan club members. I despise albino.
About like I do pastel, sounds like.
Or banana. You're not a bit banana fan.
No.
But, yeah.
But I'm getting one.
How many clutches have you had this season? How'd your season go?
So I only have 4 this year. I actually got rid of a lot of the downscale of stuff. And I got rid of everything that wasn't at least het for some recessive, except for 2 snakes that I have. One of them I can't let go because my daughter has laid claim to her ever since she saw her, and she's an ivory, and she named her Ladders. So I can't let this one go.
No, you'd be dead.
No,
yeah.
That one and Norma, the normal. So all the rest of them have just come to fruition to start breeding. Mm-hmm. So this last year, I only did like 4 clutches. But so now I think I have like 11, 12 breeding right now, and then a couple more who I'm waiting to grow follicles. But I've got about this year. I should hopefully by the beginning of summer, I should have around 20 to 25 breeder females who are all at least het something or double hets, triples going on.
Uh-huh.
And then I've got set up with holdbacks. Hopefully next season I'll have 40 breeder females.
Okay. So you're saying probably next season is going to be a bigger season for you?
This coming up winter going into summer should be my biggest one with all the recessive stuff that I have going on. The other ones, I mean, I think the most I've produced in one season I had probably about 15 clutches in one season.
Right.
But it's just me along with full-time work, 4 kids, dogs, and all that kind of stuff. So I try to not I'd love to be able to produce 100 of them.
Right.
But That would be
Well,
way too much work.
What's your plan? And so we were talking about what's your plan if in 18 months are you gonna jump into it, or you're gonna just do what you've been doing, slow rolling and
I mean, I'd love to, before when I first started years ago as part of Billy's Patreon, and then I'm friends with one of Billy's workers. So I got to be able to push to the top of the list, and I got some real key advice from Billy early on a couple years ago. I got to talk to him one-on-one on the phone for a couple hours, and he set me on the right path. He looked at my stuff. He's like, "What are you doing? You're doing this wrong. Stop it." And then, set me on the whole
breeder
every
one,
clutch should be
the breeder one aspect.
yeah, the breeder one, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to do this? You
Like
want to make a
Kristen, your
living
ears
at it?
must be
Super easy, $5,000 clutches. Every snake should give you $5,000 worth of a clutch. If you're not doing that, it's wrong. Keep evolving. Don't get attached to any animal. Keep it, save it. It don't work out, sell it, but at least get $1,000 bucks. Otherwise, what are you doing with your life? So,
Okay.
the goal, I would love to be able to support my family on it. 20 breeder females that produce $5,000 clutches a piece, always holding one back. But I think with the market the way it is right now, stuff's still selling. I mean, I still had sales. Obviously not as good when COVID. I couldn't keep anything in my hatchling racks. It was flying off the shelf. But now things are a little bit slower. And I'm just sitting here working my projects, my triples and quads, waiting for, I'm going to get a job when I retire, but triples and quads and waiting to come out with all of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't pay the snakes doesn't pay my bills one bit. So
right.
it doesn't bother me if, I would love to do it as a full-time job, but if I can't, I have no problem going to work.
Right. I get it.
Yep.
Yeah, just keep breeding. Yeah, and somebody said it. I just saw quality over quantity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just keep making
100%.
selection better and better.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
So do you, besides the ball pythons, what else do you, and fish like we have behind you?
Yeah, I got my children. They like these things. I do gargoyle geckos, just small, like I got 2 females and a male, and I produce now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gargoyle geckos.
I seen that on your post. I saw your post on gargoyle.
Yeah, they're super cool lizards too. And it's so much different than snakes. I can't tell what gender they are. It takes months, so I've only produced them the first time in June was the first ones that hatched, and now so I've got all these little lizards that I can't tell who or what they are. So you just got, they say you got to wait 6 months, tell the gender, and then you're gonna go off and sell them. I gave Jen in here from TJ Hutch. She was the recipient of 2 of them because she helped my wife while I was on my last deployment. And I gave her 2 of them for all of her help. My wife would not have survived without it. So I gave her the pick. She could have anything, any one of my snakes that I produced, anything she wanted for helping, and she chose 2 gargoyle geckos before I could sex them.
I was going to say unsexed.
2 dudes.
Hey,
I hope they're not 2 dudes.
Oh my God. So you have a question here. Ask him about the sand boas.
I have 2 sand boas that I got back early on, and I can't stand them. These things, I don't know what their problem is, but all they do is bite me constantly. Every time I stick my hand in there, and they're so fast too. There's nothing, they just bite me constantly. I can't stand them. I've even offered them some people, like, you want them, like, you pay shipping and you can have them. Please
take these.
I can't stand these things, and they look everyone, you look at hog noses, like everyone's like, oh, look at that cute little derpy face. You look at a sambo and you're just like, what is wrong with you?
It kind of looked like cross-eyed, these snakes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, like, you stick your hand in to go and pick them up, and it just sits there. It just smashes your hand like 5 times. And I don't know why. I can't stand touching them. They just keep constantly wanting to bite me.
I know they're small, but how big do they get? They get.
Yeah, they get probably like the size, like a quarter big around, and about 20 some inches. and they like to, they bury themselves in their little sand, not sand. I use like this, like the little, it's not Reptile chip, but it's like the little fine, like the pine stuff that you can get for rats or whatever, but it's real fine. And they bury themselves and they just stick their head just a little head above that. And you just go in to reach at it and they see that movement and bam. And they're so fast. They're so fast. Like, God, I can't.
I've got to play our sponsor reel and thank our sponsors for this episode, guys.
All right. We will be doing some commercials soon. Gotten together with Jeremy from Morphle Morphs, and he's going to be our voice because nobody wants to hear this. So he has a voice for radio.
Yes.
a face for radio. A face for radio, right?
There you go.
Close enough, don't matter. Same thing.
That's great. Tracy's come in. I hadn't seen him in a while.
What's up, Tito? So what else? What was I going to say? I had a question, and then when we went to sponsorship,
his age kicked in.
Yep, my age kicked in. It's the worst now.
Yeah, he wants to make fun of my gray hair and everything else. So
gray hair. You have no hair. Gray hair.
Damn. Okay, Paul.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
We know you're sorry. Yeah. So you said you just got back from where?
Indonesia. I was in Guam and Indonesia for 2 months.
So my son-in-law just got back last week from Guam.
Oof. Yeah, I landed there. I flew in 2 days after Typhoon Mawar hit. And it was devastated. It was devastating. The whole island was destroyed. Food, water, they had none of it. You had to help out, clear debris. The army was there directing traffic. And there was one ATM that worked on the entire island, and the line for it was over hundreds of people long trying to get money.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, I guess you see that, and then and you understand that taking stuff for granted. You're like,
yep.
Oof. I mean, you could just walk outside and be at an ATM in no time, but
Oh yeah, and then trying to get food. These people still want to, you got to pay for food and stuff like that. But they didn't have rice. Places weren't coming with stuff. I mean, it destroyed the island. But we made it there, and then I was there for about like 7 days, and then I forward deployed to Indonesia, where we put the first ever 2 nuclear capable bombers in that country. We flew out of there I was there for 21 days. I got food poisoning on the last day that I was there.
That must have been nice.
No, it was terrible. It was terrible. I mean, the food poisoning was terrible. It was my own fault. Everything that you eat there, you can't read the writing of what it is. You don't speak the language, and they don't cater to you. So it's just, you're kind of just guessing. And it was all great tasting food. And then the last night, there was something that sat there and it looked questionable, and I thought about it for a second, like, and the guy's like, it's good. I'm like, wow, all right. And I ate it. I paid for it in the morning. Yeah. Paid for it in the morning, had to load 19 pieces of equipment on the back of a C-17, puking my guts out.
Oh no!
But yeah, no, it was an experience.
It's not like you could call in sick that day.
Oh no. Yeah, like it was terrible. But no, it was a good experience.
So you said you had 4 kids?
I have 4 kids. Yep. 13 twin 8-year-old boys and a 7-year-old daughter.
Oh wow.
All right.
How is it having twins? Like that would be crazy.
The first 6 months of their lives, I don't remember at all. Just this huge blur of no sleep, and then then after you get into a rhythm, 6 months, they start to be, the babies, walk. They start walking at a year and talking, and then all of a sudden, then you have another one, and now you got 3 in diapers, and it's just like, where's all my money going? Oh, I wonder. They're all in diapers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's a lot of wasted snake money.
Yeah, exactly. But they're great kids. They know nothing different than snakes. So they're down here constantly. I have to stop them sometimes. They start just ripping open tubs and sticking their hands in, and I'm like, you gotta stop. Like, they love them.
No fear.
No fear at all. They've never been bit either. I've made sure of that.
Right.
They've never.
Well, I mean, let them hold the sand boas.
Yeah, right.
This is what it's like.
I feel so sorry for
Oh,
Joanne.
yeah. I don't even understand this comment.
At least it turns the aircraft messing
Messing with deer.
Vestibule. Is this who is this?
Adam.
Is it a doctor?
No.
He's a pilot.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know my vestibular system. Yeah, it wasn't fun. I after we loaded the aircraft, I laid down on the floor of the aircraft in a sleeping bag and slept all the way back to Guam.
I bet.
Was it a nice, comfortable ride?
Oh no! I mean, sleeping on the floor is never comfortable.
Yeah,
but
I was just saying,
it was
it can't be that comfortable.
No, but
When
it
you're
is nice
that sick,
sleeping.
I don't think it matters.
No.
So what is like one of your new you have purchased any new snakes or?
My last 2 pickups of the year, I got my MJ Xanthic pied. I've been wanting to get into Xanthic something for the past couple of 2 years now, and finally made that purchase. And the inner ear, that's what it is. Sorry to cut you off. Inner ear, yes, way better. Can't clear that up. So that one, and then I couldn't pass up this other deal. It was an Enchi Het Desert Ghost possible Het Clown for $250 shipped, breeder female.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just threw the money, like, all right, I'll take it for $250 shipped, and
it's a nice
those
deal.
are my last 2 purchases. And and now with Desert Ghost of who knows what back and forth, I've been waiting to talk about this too. I've been wanting to talk about it. I mean, I know we talked backstage, but I've been wanting to talk about this.
It's like a secret, and now all of a sudden it's starting to hit other chats and everything about this,
Yeah, exactly.
And, now what? I mean, it's not now what. Just do what you've been doing,
100%. And people have been saying that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Do what you've been doing, but now it's a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Yeah. So I think somebody was saying, what's just a single gene, right?
Yeah.
So now just treat it as a recessive that you're putting. Jason, he's he was just asking, what are the recessives you're putting with Ultramel?
Ultramel Sunset. So we're going Ultramel Sunset Clown. And then various more. So Ultramel Sunsets, Ultramel Sunset Clown, Ultramel Clown Pied.
Everything.
I'm not putting Desert Ghost to it or Xanthic to it. I don't like how that works out.
Okay.
Not a fan yet of Puzzle.
I was going to say, you know what? That's funny because I was just going to say, you're not in Puzzle.
I'm not into Puzzle. I have some friends who are in there. Jessica Steve, she's into Puzzle.
I like that comment.
the shorter list of what isn't he put. Yeah. So I got that. I have some cool stuff I produced last year. I have Orange Dream Yellow Belly Ultra Male Het Clown female, a Yellow Belly Ultra Male Het Clown female. Again, Orange Dream Yellow Belly everything, and then now I'm doing the sunset stuff. So trying to cross all of that stuff. Yeah, Ultra Male Sunset Clown Pied. We're gonna work that the pied into eventually. I think pied kind of can ruin some of the stuff, but Ultramel everything, in my opinion. I'm trying to do. I have a blackhead cypress, orange dream, cantaloupe, Enchi or cantaloupe, leaning towards cantaloupe, but we'll see. That I'm going to do
from DPR.
So I did not. I got it from Mad. What's his name? Down in Florida. But he produced it, but he got the dad from DPR.
And it was it cantaloupe or was it? It was.
He mixed it with Enchi, so it's either cantaloupe or Enchi. It's a wicked looking snake. I'll send you a picture of her afterwards.
So why is it either or? Is it because it's allelic?
He doesn't know. He mixed it with Enchi, and there's a lot of confusion when you start mixing it of whether it can be Enchi or not.
Really?
But what? Yep. And so it does look like it when you get into some genes, but there's like a line that'll happen in the snake where you'll get like the checkering towards the bottom belly of it. They're like a definite line when it's cantaloupe versus when it's Enchi. It gives it that tone, but there's no line in it where there's checkering. So we'll see. I got it from him. Super cool guy. And I'm going to mix that with Ultramel Clown first.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm disgusting when it comes into Ultramel. I love Ultramel so much.
We've seen some of that cantaloupe in person at Tinley, and it's. I mean, he has a few other genes.
Yeah.
I mean, that gorilla gene that he put out, and then but the cantaloupe gene is gorgeous.
It is. It's super cool. Everything that I've seen about it is cool. I hope she proves out to be cantaloupe. Ever watch? I hate to say this, but you ever watch this video on cantaloupe?
How he says it?
Yes. Oh my God, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
We're gonna have him. We're gonna have him on. I think sometime in beginning of like March or something like that.
Who's that?
Oh, good.
And
you have.
I'm gonna make it. I have to, of course.
DPR.
Yeah.
Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, Antoine.
Yeah. You have to. Yeah. The cantaloupe. You're what? I'm sorry. Say it again. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you the first.
Yep.
So. But yeah, I mean, I'm an Ultramel mixing with everything.
So, what do you feel about the market right now and like the sale that's going on Morph Market? How do you think that's going to affect the market?
So, the sale, the sale thing just brings people in, right? It makes people spend money. I have zero issue. I know there's a lot of people who are like, I don't agree with it. No one's telling them that they have to participate in the sale. That's fine. I'm not participating in the sale. Reason being, I can't ship anything out. Right. I still have animals listed on there, but I would hate to give someone the false pretense of, hey, you're going to pay this now and you'll get it in 6 months.
Right. I've seen a lot of people what they do now because they can't ship either. What they'll do is they'll say, let's start payment plans.
Sure. And and I've done that in the past and I got no problem with that. I would just hate for someone to be able to pay this off and then like in 6 months, like, hey, I mean, if you got it, if I have what you want and you want it, like, cool, you can buy it and I'll hold on to it, send you whatever you want to do it. Or to keep it, like you want pictures every week or whatever it is. By all means, I will do that for you.
Yeah.
But for right now, it's like, I don't want to participate in it because of that. If it would have been like September, 100% I would have participated in it. Mm-hmm. It's going to draw more people in. It's going to get people to spend money.
Hey, Logan.
And I mean, I really don't think that what's devaluing the prices of our stuff is if you remember back in earlier this year, DG clowns were going for $10,000.
Oh my God! You see,
you
see what they are now?
They're like $2,000, $2,000 or $3,000.
I seen one for $2,500.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what's devaluing is people are like, okay, it's not selling. I want to get rid of it. Boom, 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 boom. Give me some money at least. That's what's devaluing.
Yeah.
Darian is trying to bring more people into this hobby, and that's what needs to happen. More people, affordable price. I mean, shit. I haven't produced a clown pied yet. I've made a bunch of hets. I've got all my females. I paid $5,000 for my pastel clown pied male back, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And
one for 900.
Look what clown pie. Yeah, $900 now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do I not enjoy it? No, I don't like the lowering of prices. That just means I have to do the work behind it to market myself and my animals to sell them to people. And I mean, I'll eventually make up that money. Granted, it's not going to be. I'm not going to make a $10,000 snake tomorrow with it, but I have faith that the market will return. I'm not saying return, but at least stabilize.
Right.
I want to go back to that question right there.
Okay.
Chris, I absolutely think they should. So, why not? If people pass from getting bit, so I believe there's rules behind if you're whatever snake you do keep per state, because I know they have to have the anti-venom and stuff, right? And if you're going to keep that snake, you're going to have to be the one responsible to keep that hospital provided in the anti-venom. That's just my way of thinking,
So I think, I don't know about that. A lot of irresponsible people.
Oh, absolutely, but they keep them anyway. They're just not selling them on Morph Market. I mean, people.
Why? I get it, but why be a part of that? I don't know. I don't know about it. But what's funny is because so somebody got bit in New York. They're getting air vac to New York City, but you're paying for that helicopter ride, which is $500,000, and then the anti-venom is $200,000 for the shot.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. I was talking to somebody about it. So you got to know what would happen if you keep it, but you're going to drop almost $1 million of getting an anti-venom if you get bit. That's
what I'm saying. They're going to have to provide everything. I mean, if they're that just into it,
But
I think you can go by the species of where you're at too. I don't think people should be having, cobras if they live here or whatever. I think whatever lives in your state, that's what you should, the only thing you should have.
I mean, that would be a lot real down on the venomous market.
I get it.
That's what people want, and it's the same thing. I mean, our animals aren't from here either. We all got, these things that lay in the ball pythons. So they're not from here. I have no problem with me personally, with people keeping venomous. I would just wonder what kind of risk versus reward that Morph Market / Darian would take on because he allowed that. It's one thing different than from getting bit by a Sambo, a ball python, versus someone selling a copperhead that they pulled off the ground to sell to someone.
Right. So also somebody is saying that, but so I guess I don't know. We're on the venomous talk, but I don't see. And I get it, and I get the whole fact. I mean, it is. They're gorgeous looking, and this that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not for me. Eventually people become complacent, and you can't be at all.
Yeah. But that's with everything. It's the same thing with dogs and pit bulls, and I mean, there's just a massive deal. All I'm saying is, hey, if you can afford that, if you can afford to keep them in fresh anti-venom every year,
if you want to be a part of the Nub Club, all for it.
There you go. I'm definitely going to be having one. I don't know which one yet, but
But
I also think that they should be made to do classes and get certified too. I mean, there's a lot behind it,
and I believe that too. If you want, go through the motions of doing everything.
Yep.
But so I've been seeing a lot is now all the auctions for everything. What do you think about auctions?
If you're willing to put your animal up, I think it's pretty cool. I like the whole back rack. I love watching them, and then I sit there while I'm watching them on YouTube, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like this high orange dream Enchi heck clown female who's like 700 grams just went for $400. Like,
Right.
Jesus, I should have bid on that.
Right.
You know, I'm again making stuff onesie twosies, getting out there, making some of this stuff available for people who only dreamed of it. I think it's a great idea.
Right.
Right.
So, I was talking to somebody, and they said they've auctions years ago was like the main thing to sell snakes. Auction. It was a lot of auctions. So is that true now? I don't know, but I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I think it's cool. And there was an auction on Jeremy's show, on Jeremy's podcast the other night.
Yeah.
And there was a 1.1 VPI visual gigantic clown, and I think a female clown had VPI, and it didn't go for 1,000. I think he had it up for 1,000, and no one bid it on it. I mean, then they had those the crested geckos.
Yeah.
Now, from what I've been kind of looking at and everything, the het exantic line for crested geckos are anywhere between $600 and $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 of them unsexed, and they went for $300.
Yeah.
And so I guess if you're willing to part with some of your snakes for a discounted price, I mean,
it's all what you're willing. I mean, at the end of the day, you're your animals, and what you're willing, to value your work and effort that you put in.
Right.
And there's just some stuff. I mean, when I go and purchase a snake, it's not, I haggle with them. You know what I mean? Everyone builds in some room. Like, what are you willing to do? Now, when I start, I'm not going to sit there and, rock bottom someone. Someone's got like a Desert Ghost clown, and they have it listed for like, if they had it listed for $3,000 right now, I'm not going to say, how about 900 shipped? You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not.
What do you think about this? You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be like that. But at the same time, like, I mean, it's an offer, and $900 is better than not, some people's view of not getting anything for it.
Right.
Cool. Then hold on to that animal and raise it up, and then wait for someone eventually is going to buy that from you.
Right.
But, if it's listed for, 3,000, say, hey, how are you feeling? $2,750 shipped. Not an unreasonable offer on that animal.
Right.
And then you just wait for the counter. How about 2,800 shipped? Like, yep, you know what? $50, I got it. Not going to lose this deal on that.
Right.
So again, people get too bent out of shape about people, offering money to them. It's not you don't know. Someone wants that animal from you. Hey, at least they're inquiring.
Right.
It's got to add your statistics.
And I get
somewhere.
that. But you're completely right. I mean, somebody has something up for that price, and then undercut them $1,000. Like, what's the respectable? What would be the respectable? Right. Negotiation if you want to talk. Because some people get really pissed off.
They do.
Right. So
and again, what are you willing to? Obviously, everyone wants something that what's the cheapest that I could pay for something. I mean, let's be honest. I don't want to spend as much money as I have to. The littlest amount that I can spend, I will spend on it, within reason. Like how about just shipping on this thing? No, it's not going to happen. But yeah, being respectful, and then people just not getting tore up. Like, hey, you offered me $900 for a $3,000 animal. Sorry, that ain't going to cut it. I will do, $2,750 shipped. Like, oh, okay, yep, I'll take that. Like, oh, Jesus, that's
right.
God.
Yeah.
Be able to negotiate. I mean, yeah, it's very important. And right now, but what gets me is like you've already got your animal down to like $100, right? And it's maybe a female mahogany het clown, right? And they're wanting it for $50, and you've got 100 on it. They will fight tooth and nail, and I'm like, no. I'll keep it for that, because I wouldn't be able to replace it for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you also got to know when to be like, no, and some people won't let it go though. That's true too, though.
Yeah. But you're right. I mean,
yeah. Hey,
but at the same time,
yeah.
At the same time, when you got to look at it, that mahogany head clown that you won't sell for $50. is every week that's eating something. You know what I mean? It's costing you money to keep that if you didn't need that animal, so it's better to get that $50 plus shipping, get that animal out of there. It's not eating. You save that money and then you put it towards, if you want to add mahogany, then buy a mahogany clown.
That's the mindset. That's the mindset you got to have now. And I get that, I mean, you're right. $300 animal and somebody offers you $75 and you're like, wow, do I really need it?
Yeah, exactly. And then, but you kind of, you know what I mean?
A banana too. I'm just letting you know that right now in front of Paul.
So yeah.
Who doesn't like banana? Paul don't like banana?
Holly.
No, she
Oh,
doesn't
you
like
don't like banana. Oh, I
But
produced a pretty cool banana.
I got a mystic spot nose clown. And I'm just like, what
I
is
saw it.
Look like?
I saw it.
So yeah,
You just got that too, didn't you?
Yes.
So what's the goal? Mystic spot nose clown. What are we trying to do? Like mystic Batmans?
I want to do, that's my thing. I try not to do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but that'd be pretty nice though if you're able to get a banana leopard clown.
Yeah.
Make some coral glow Batmans.
Yeah.
With
added genes. I think. Yeah, a mystic coral glow Batman. Oh, so you want to add banana to this?
Yeah. I've been talking to Kai about one, and we're going back and forth on the price because I won't tell him what I'll pay for it.
I actually have something in the same kind of thing that I'm doing. I'm not going to tell all the genes. I'm not going to tell all the genes that I have involved, but I just produced the male that I need this year. And it's a banana, red stripe, leopard, yellow belly, heck clown female maker.
Nice.
Male. So he's pretty cool.
Exactly. You're right, Adam, though. She does have a dark night. Right? You have a dark night?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a chocolate spot nose, right?
Chocolate
dark
Batman.
Night?
Yeah, she's chocolate Batman, yeah. So
that's sick.
But I absolutely, Ryan.
Yeah.
With that. Mm-hmm.
Red tails. So he's also getting some green treed, and I've been wanting a green treed for a while. Not to breed, just as a pet, something to display.
That's how it always starts.
I know, right?
Exactly. Next thing you know, you have like 10 enclosures of them. They're nice. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, they are.
They are beautiful animals. Sell all day long for like $500.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for a Pac-Man frog and
Pac-Man frog.
They're so cool.
You can feed them mice.
I know. That's why I want to get them. So I can feed them little baby rats.
Yeah. So.
Reptile.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think you going that way, that route. The mystic banana Batman sounds. I like that.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna like it too.
So that's a good pickup.
I've looked on Morph Market and tried to see what they look like, and they've not been done yet. So
yeah, I don't mind banana. It's not bad. I just don't like what it does to everything else constantly. When you got to add some extreme stuff to not overpower banana. I think a mystic banana would be awesome, and depending on what else, like chocolate mystic banana. I also think, or chocolate mystic dark knight, or no,
probably a
mystic dark knight. I think would be really cool. I would just be curious about adding banana, how much it would empower, overpower the rest of it. Cool to see. Can't wait. You know what else be cool is the Ultramel Batman. Would be pretty.
And I'm pretty sure you're already working on that, sir.
I am working on that
too. Of course
too.
it would.
I'm working on that too.
I love it.
With a couple of other stuff added to it, but yeah, I mean,
I like that. Like with the mystic, it's an older gene. It, it's been paired with a couple of 1 or 2 or 3 little things, but it's not really been taken down the line that far, basically. So
well, and that's what the whole thing is right now. Is you got to revamp. Everyone's making like pastel, right? No one likes pastel. As soon as you put it to Desert Ghost, though, pastel is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it destroys. So you gotta make sure you
David.
gotta pick your thing that you want to do, and then showcase. That's what everyone else is doing. Like the jeans are coming out willy nilly, left and right, thousands. But there are how many, thousands of us breeders out there. So you got to pick your little niche and make it better.
So I also have an LSR Axis, which is a line of yellow belly female that I'll be putting on too also.
Perfect.
Just to see what comes of it,
You can't go wrong. Orange Dream, yellow belly, everything.
Thank you, Chris.
And people want it.
How many times have we heard that? You're absolutely right. Orange Dream, yellow belly, everything.
Yeah. That's you could have an entire rack full of recessive snakes, just the base recessive morphs, and buy 5 or 6 males that are orange dream and yellow belly, the visuals of those, and just be destroying.
Right. So what do you like? Obviously, yellow belly, you're a big fan of, but now there's also what now? Spark,
yeah. So I have freeway stuff. I actually just sold my last highway. I have freeway. I like asphalt, yellow belly.
Oh dang, Sandy.
And then the pavement stuff like asphalt and gravel. Those are I like the pavement, the highway, and the freeway. Super cool stuff.
Right.
The other kind of stuff like super stripes and whatnot, not my real thing.
That's what Spark, right? Spark does that.
Yeah. Spark and gravel, I think, is a super stripe.
Now, I was gonna say though, super stripe, right? But it also, if you're doing spark to spark, you're not getting a white snake.
No, right. I don't remember what that's called though.
Right.
Well, I may have one available. Gage was supposed to get it, and he never did say one way or the other. So, and I've waited a long time. So I've had this girl for like 9 months now. So
what?
The female Axis.
Spectre yellow belly. There we go. He got it. Yep. Not sorry. Spectre yellow belly.
Right.
Is a super
Spectre
stripe.
yellow belly. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah.
So. But yeah, now just adding all of my recessives plus like blackhead, cypress, red stripe leopard. You
like cypress?
I like cypress. I got cypress and red stripe. I have a red stripe leopard clown male who I've been throwing him at the wall, just trying to making a whole bunch. Like I think all 3 of the 4 clutches that I've sired this year so far, and he's still breeding too, have been all red stripe. My red stripe leopard clown male. Besides my, no, I've had more than that. Then besides my clown pied male, and this guy has only thrown. I had terrible odds. He only threw me 2 red stripe animals, and one was one female, and the other one was one other red stripe. Everything else has been pastel leopard heavy. That's all it's been. Okay. And then some funky stuff. But yeah, he's only produced 2 red stripes for me this year, so I just did terrible on the odds with him. But it's okay. He's going to 2 more het clown females right now just to make some hopefully red stripe clowns. Yeah, they call magma clowns. I just need some more red stripe clowns. So
I love red stripe.
I do too. It's super awesome. But red stripe, in my opinion, it's terrible by itself. You got to mix it with stuff. Red stripe plus other stuff, great. Red stripe by itself, it's like, oh, look at this thing.
I have a couple of super OD females in there. I'm wanting to put red stripe too.
Oh yeah.
And one of them's calico hypo as well. So that's one I'm really looking forward to. She needs to hurry up and get big enough.
I don't have any calico.
I love calico. I have a few.
I have calico. I have sugar. And Paul and I have talked about this before. I think there's a difference. And I don't know.
There's somewhat of a difference between calico and sugar. That's for sure. Yeah.
To me, sugar is more white and like a digital look to it. And the calico is just more of a mix. Like you can tell it's just like paint splattered on it, basically. Yeah. What do y'all think? Is there a difference?
Well, you have a super funky baby.
I got a cup from this last clutch. I do have some super funky babies that came out.
How far is your snake room from you?
I'm here.
Okay, good.
Like
I'll
so.
grab. Yeah.
That's what I've been needing, Sammy. That's exactly what I've been needing.
Where is
Looking for. I'm gonna have to start making payments to Sammy.
Red stripe puzzle are badass. Yes, William.
And he's not like anything super special. You know, this was a clutch of 5 males, 1 female. And
Ooh, that is pretty weird.
so
That's
red
pretty
stripe leopard clown to a pastel highway. And
That's pretty wild.
It almost looks like it had hurricane in it.
you know, and that you know how many people told me that it had hurricane? And so I went on some hurricane forums and I posted a couple pictures of the entire clutch, and then I got destroyed by Hans and the whole crew in there. No hurricane in, no hurricane out. That's all they would will and tell me. Like, you suck. Stop asking because you didn't read it.
They're like, get out of here. That's not a hurricane.
Exactly. I was like, Jesus. Like, I'm sorry. And you know what? I'm a Blitz fan anyways.
It's all the same.
God. But yeah. No, that is funny. Yeah, so I produced and so the clutch was 5 males, 1 female, and the female is a pastel red stripe, yellow belly or gravel head clown female. But all the other males were just all funky like that, and that was the most fun. And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I showed it to a couple of people, like, "Hey, look at this," and they're like, "Man, that looks like it's got hurricane in it." And like, there had to have been half a dozen people, and even a couple of other like bigger people, like, "Man, it looks like hurricane." So, all right, hurricane forum, I go, hey, just asking the question. This was the pairing. I know there's no hurricane in there, but man, this stuff looks pretty funky. And then, yeah, proceed to everyone just destroying me in the comments. I'm like, and then I responded to like a couple of comments in there. I'm like, it's not like I bought a normal from Petco and said, what is my snake? I'm thinking it's orange cream.
Right, that's funny.
Like, no, like, I just wonder, like, what do you guys think? Like,
that is pretty rough. They ran you right out of the room.
Right.
Yeah, like did not make. I didn't want to post in there at all.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So you said those were both males that look like that?
I got 3 males that look 3 males, 3 of the exact same males that look like that. That was the funkiest one, but all 3 of them look relatively like that. And so now, yeah, well, yeah. That's why I've been trying to get some of my friends to who Jess to give me a hurricane female just to try to make some Hayabusas.
Oh, that would be amazing. That is my goal snake. And I have a male. I just don't have a female yet.
Right. I got a possible. I guess what super hurricane Hayabusa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see it.
I'm gonna send it to Charlie for the shed test, and he'll be able to tell if it's
Is hurricane out for testing?
He has it. Yeah, I believe he has it.
Of course, Charlie.
Really?
Of course, he
I
has
didn't
it.
think it was yet.
I believe he said he has it. Yeah. So yeah.
Whoever asked that question in there before, sorry. OD is Orange Dream. Orange Dream.
So yeah. So I think somebody actually wrote that and said Orange Dream. Yeah, definitely learn. You know, I started somewhere. Like somebody said, you always start somewhere. So it's not a noob question.
No.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I remember when I first started reading ball python stuff, wanting to get into breeding, and I'm sitting there like, why is everyone putting 2.1? What the hell does this mean?
Oh my God! And I was scared to ask that.
I know,
and I'm sitting there and I'm just waiting, and I'm waiting for someone to be like something. Eventually, it happened. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
So
ODYB.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're.
I remember
ODYB
and the little symbols, and I'm like, I can't tell the difference because if you do it in blue or pink, I can tell the difference. But there's a lot of them that just do it in white. And the one guy was like, if it stick it up like this, like a penis, it's a boy. I was like, got it.
Perfect.
I remembered it from that day forward.
Yeah. But yeah, you start off breeding, and then you see in the forums everyone's sitting there like saying ODYB, RS, GHI. You're seeing all of these acronyms, and you're just sitting there like, man, I don't want to look an idiot, but I don't understand any of this. Yeah. Oh, awesome snake. Cool. Good job.
Right.
Like, what the hell?
Yep.
Then you got to go find that one person that you're like, hey, what does YB mean? Like yellow belly. Like, oh, and once you learn like one of them, you're like, oh, okay, RS, looking down the morph market list. Oh, red stripe. Oh, geez.
My husband does that all the time. He'd be like, hey, what is this? I'm like, da-da-da-da-da. I can just spit it out,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or then it's funny because you'll also have like newer people. Like if I say Justin, you guys all know who I'm talking about. If I say Billy, you know what I mean? You could spout off all of these names. And we all know who we're talking about, but one new person's like, who the hell is this Billy guy? And why does everyone know him?
That's great.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Yeah.
it. All right, guys. Well, we're over an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. But I sure want to talk to you backstage, so don't go anywhere.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up and supporting the channel.
Yes, thank you. We do appreciate all of your love and
Thank you
support.
for having me.
Yeah.
In here.
Thank you, Jay.
Here. Let's see if I can play this.
Up here.
I love you.